Mike Tyson gave me that name, the Mexican Monster. What do you think I'm gonna do? What do you think I'm gonna do?
You don't usually see champions run. You don't usually see belts get abandoned. And you definitely don't usually see an entire division quietly agree on one thing. We're not fighting that guy.
Back comes the mule. All right, and down goes the mule.
But that's exactly what started happening in the super middleweight division. Because somewhere along the way, David Benavidez stopped being just a contender. He stopped being just a champion and started becoming something else.
Back then, bro, my dad, he was a savage, bro. He was just nothing but training.
Followed by the left again by Benavidez. With the wide. Anything Benavidez throws is going to catch it. Down he goes.
And if I don't train, I get this.
Uppercut. Davis is hurt. Davis might be ready to go down.
Something fighters could prepare for, but not survive. They call him the Mexican Monster. And fight after fight, something strange started happening. People weren't calling him out. They were finding ways to avoid him. Some gave up belts. Some changed divisions. Some just stayed quiet and waited. Because losing to David Benavidez is one thing, but getting broken by him is something else. This is the story of how David Benavidez didn't just beat fighters. He convinced an entire division that challenging him wasn't worth the price. This is Boxing Fever. Here we go.
I just want to be the best of my era, and whoever they need me to fight next, I want to unify all 4 titles, so if that's next, that's next.
David Benavidez was only 20 years old when he stepped into the ring with Rogelio Medina. At that age, most fighters are still learning their craft, but Benavidez was different. He had already fought 17 times as a professional, and he had destroyed nearly every man put in front of him. Medina was supposed to be the test, a hardened Mexican brawler with 30 fights under his belt and nothing left to lose. He came to fight, not to survive. And from the opening bell, that's exactly what he did. The two men met in the center of the ring and immediately started trading punches.
Yeah, they do. Both these guys start off really aggressively. Right here you see Medina pinning the undefeated Benavidez against the ropes, and that's what he needs to do because he's the veteran in there. He's the one that's...
Medina walked forward, throwing heavy shots, trying to break the young fighter in front of him. But Benavidez didn't back down. He stood his ground and fired back with twice the speed and 3 times the power.
Went ahead and discovered Manny Pacquiao and then Sergio Martinez. They were 8 years apart, and Benavidez now is eating some shots to the body as Rogelio Medina. Back comes an uppercut there by Medina, and Benavidez answers back.
With an overhand right at the...
In the 4th round, Benavidez hurt him badly. A clean uppercut landed flush on the chin, and Medina's legs wobbled.
It's not in his repertoire. He just likes to go forward, take 2-3 punches. Right there, he's hurt.
Big right hand followed by a left hook, and David Benavidez may have Rogelio Medina in some trouble. And an uppercut, and Medina, how is he still standing? He has taken a ton of abuse, and he moves forward.
But he didn't go down. He refused to quit. He kept coming forward, throwing wild punches. Benavidez respected the heart, but he didn't stop punishing him. The pressure never let up. Round after round, Benavidez walked Medina down, breaking him apart piece by piece. Everything landed clean. Everything hurt.
Even better right hook by Benavidez.
3 sledgehammer straight rights down the middle.
By the 6th round, Medina was fading. His punches had no snap. His face was swollen and marked up from the relentless assault. And then it happened. Benavidez cornered him on the ropes and unleashed an 8-punch combination. Every single shot landed. Medina crumbled under the weight of it all and hit the canvas hard.
Closing stages, 2 right hands, and now Medina with his back against the ropes. He is throwing the shot. This is a heavy onslaught by David Benavidez as he is pouring it on Rogelio Medina. A big right hand. John Trolley watching it. David Benavidez is trying to make a statement and finish off Rogelio Medina. Will the Medina pen with the right back? And now John Trolley is going. It's a knockdown.
He tried to get up, but his body wouldn't respond. The referee waved it off. Fight over. At just 20 years old, David Benavidez had sent a message to the entire division. He wasn't just another prospect. He was a problem, a real, legitimate threat to anyone holding a title. And this was only the beginning. 5 months after winning his first world title in a close decision over Ronald Gavril, Benavidez had something to prove. Critics said the first fight was too close. They said the knockdown in the final round proved Benavidez wasn't ready for the championship level. The rematch was his chance to silence all of that. When the bell rang, it was a completely different fight. Gavril came forward this time, trying to pressure Benavidez and turn it into a war. But Benavidez was sharper now, faster, and more composed. He picked his shots with surgical precision, landing clean combinations that backed Gavril up step by step. The body work was brutal. In the fourth round, everything changed. Benavidez landed a vicious uppercut that sent Gavril stumbling backward. His legs betrayed him. His guard dropped, and Benavidez smelled blood.
Perfect temperature for the fight. Big shot, right hand, left hook, and Benavidez can finish. He hurt Gavril with that combination. Watch the amount of punches that this kid will throw now. He's downstairs in the body. He's very patient. He's hurting him with body shots. A lot of time left.
Let go. Stop.
Gavril hangs on.
From that moment on, it was target practice. Benavidez walked him down and unloaded combinations at will. Gavril tried to fire back, but his punches had no power behind them. He was surviving, not fighting.
And that's the conditioning of Gavril. That Benavidez caught him with 2 big shots.
Round after round, the beating continued. Gavril's face became a mess of swelling and cuts. His corner begged him to box, to move, to do something, but there was nowhere to run. Benavidez cut off every escape route and kept pouring on the pressure. By the time the final bell rang, there was no question who had won. Benavidez dominated every single round. He had made his statement that he was a force of nature, and anyone who doubted him had just been proven wrong.
Much cleaner than Gavril's, and as I said that, Gavril got a right hand right through the middle. Loading up shots. Oh, there's that uppercut again by Benavidez.
If you're enjoying this breakdown of how Benavidez became the most feared man in boxing, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started, and the next fights are even more brutal. After testing positive for a banned substance and being stripped of his title, David Benavidez spent months in the darkness. The youngest champion of the division was gone. His legacy was tainted. His future was uncertain. But champions don't stay down forever. When he returned, he had one goal: take back what was stolen from him. And the man holding his belt was Anthony Dirrell, a slick veteran with experience and a smart defensive game. From the opening round, Dirrell tried to use movement and counterpunching to keep Benavidez off balance. He made it a chess match. For a few rounds it worked, but Benavidez was patient. He pressed forward, cutting off the ring, making the space smaller and smaller. By the middle rounds, the tide started to turn. Benavidez began landing his jab with authority, snapping Dirrell's head back repeatedly. The body shots started to slow the movement, and then the combination started landing clean. In the 6th round, a cut opened over Dirrell's eye. Blood started pouring down his face, and suddenly, the chess match turned into a war of attrition. Benavidez saw the opening and attacked it relentlessly. He targeted the cut with jabs and hooks, making it worse with every punch.
Now remember, 2 of his last 3 fights have been cut short with cuts over his left eye.
Dirrell tried to fight back, but the pressure was suffocating. Every time he threw a punch, Benavidez was already inside, landing 3 or 4 shots in return. The punishment was mounting, and the corner knew it. By the 9th round, Dirrell's face was a bloody mess. His eyes were swollen. His legs were heavy. He had nothing left to give. His trainer looked into his eyes and saw a broken fighter. The towel came in. David Benavidez was once again a world champion. He had climbed out of the darkness, faced his demons, and reclaimed his throne. Kyrone Davis came into the fight with confidence. He was tough, he was game, and he believed he could hang with Benavidez. That belief lasted about 3 rounds. From the opening bell, Benavidez stalked him like a predator. Davis tried to box, tried to use movement, tried to create angles, but everywhere he went, Benavidez was already there waiting for him.
Right to the body by Benavidez. Final moments of the first. This one's scheduled for 10.
The pressure was constant. Benavidez threw punches in bunches, mixing jabs with hooks and uppercuts. Davis fired back bravely, landing clean counters and refusing to back down. For a moment, it looked like he might survive. But then, the body shots started landing.
Final 25 seconds. Now Benavidez letting his hands go. Davis spins him around, and now he's looking to crowd Benavidez. I don't actually mind this. There's a right hand connecting by Davis.
Heavy, thudding blows that dug deep into the ribs. Davis winced with each one. His movement slowed. His output dropped. And Benavidez kept coming.
I think that proves that Benavidez, hey look, I'm not scared of you. And now chance at David, and look at this hand speed being displayed by David Benavidez, but Kyrone Davis shrugged him off. A left hook by Benavidez. The action picking up here.
In the 6th round, the fight turned into a nightmare for Davis. Benavidez trapped him on the ropes and unloaded a devastating combination. Every punch landed with bad intentions. Davis tried to cover up, but the shots kept getting through. The referee watched closely, looking for any sign that Davis couldn't continue.
Right into Davis. Davis with his back on the ropes, and this could be problematic again. Look at this combination punching as Benavidez looking to throw, but looking to throw back is Davis. Davis knows he's got to show something, otherwise his trainer will stop the fight. And they both continue to swing for the fences. Well, Smoke, the referee in charge, letting them fight out of the break. Benavidez pops Davis with the right, followed by a left hook.
But Davis kept trying to fight back, throwing weak punches just to show he was still in it. By the 7th round, it was over. Davis was absorbing punishment with nothing coming back. His face was battered, his body was bruised, his spirit was broken. The corner stepped in and stopped the fight. Another victim, another brutal display, another reminder that challenging David Benavidez comes with a heavy price. Demetrius Andrade was supposed to be different. A slick southpaw with incredible footwork, an undefeated record, and world titles in 3 different weight classes. He had the movement to frustrate Benavidez. He had the speed to outbox him. For the first 3 rounds, Andrade proved why he was so highly regarded. His angles were sharp. His movement was constant. He landed quick combinations and made Benavidez miss. But then the 4th round happened. Benavidez made an adjustment. Instead of chasing Andrade around the ring, he started cutting off the angles. He walked him down slowly, patiently, forcing him into smaller pockets of space. And when Andrade tried to spin out, Benavidez was waiting with a brutal right hand. The punch landed clean on the temple, and Andrade's legs buckled. He hit the canvas hard. The crowd erupted.
4-punch combination by Andrade. Oh, heavy right hand. Down goes Andrade in the 4th.
Andrade beat the count, but he was never the same after that. The movement was gone, the confidence was shattered, and Benavidez smelled blood. For the next 2 rounds, it was complete domination. Benavidez walked him down and landed punches at will. Andrade tried to survive, but survival wasn't enough.
On for dear life. Benavidez looking to finish the fight here in the 5th. Oh, Andrade lands a counter combo, but then there's that blistering hand speed of Benavidez.
After the 6th round, Andrade sat on his stool, his face swollen and marked up. He looked at his corner, and they looked back at him. No words needed to be spoken. They had seen enough. The fight was stopped. David Benavidez had dismantled another undefeated champion, and once again, he proved that no style, no pedigree could protect you from his power. David Benavidez doesn't just beat fighters, he breaks them physically and mentally. That's why champions have chose to vacate their belts rather than face him. But avoiding him doesn't make him go away. It only makes the fear grow stronger. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash the like button, subscribe for more fight content, and drop a comment with what fighter you want to see next. Thanks for watching. This was Boxing Fever. See you soon.